Hey there everyone, and welcome back to our Canva course for basic to beginner. And for this lesson, or for this chapter number 8, I'm going to go through some advanced tips, and I'll also show you how you can apply those tips inside your projects as well. So let's go ahead and get started without further wasting any more time. So as you can see over here, I've opened up Canva. I'm just going to open up an Instagram square box over here. Now, the first tip that I am going to go ahead and teach you is to filter, is to use filter while searching. So for example, let's say I go to elements over here. Let's say I go to like photos, right? Let's say I go to photos. As you can see, I have all these things over here. Now I can go back to my photos over here. So as you can see, photos. So let's say search photo. There you go. Now, as you can see, the photos have been coming in. Now, as you can see, I have selected my filter over here. Now, let me just going to go ahead and select yellow over here. I want the orientation to be square, the animation to be static, the price to be any, and cutouts. So I'll just keep it as it is. Then I'm going to go ahead and clear all over here. Clear all will clear all the settings you have done here for the filter. So I'm going to go ahead and select all of them again. There you go, and here you can see that you have every kind of photos related towards your search filter. So let's say you're working on an image, right, or working on any kind of post on Canva. You can use these filters to further much more make your work flow more efficient. So that's tip number 1. So next up we have how to add hyperlinks to text for PDF's presentation. So let us go ahead and get started, and I'll show you how you can also go ahead and do that. So how do you go ahead and add hyperlinks to your designs? So you can go ahead and, let's say I put this photo over here. Let's say I want to add a hyperlink to it, right? But before that, let me go ahead and use a text. So as you can see, we have text fonts over here. I'm just going to go ahead and place it over here, and then we organize it like that. There you go. Now let's say I want to add a hyperlink, right? So what I'm going to do here is underneath here, as you can see, there's no option for a hyperlink over here. What I can do is go to text, go to like normal text over here. Then you have title, body of text over here as well. So as you can see, in the normal body text over here, you have this link option. So you can paste your link over here. For example, https www.youtube.com. Now that's a hyperlink, right? That is a link. So I'm going to go ahead and select this, select all of this, and link them together. And then you can add your custom link through this window afterwards. So that's basically our tip number 2. Next, the more advanced tip is to have some animation combinations in. But before anything else, I would want to go ahead create a new project, which is an Instagram story instead of, let me go ahead and move this to trash. There you go, this one as well. So I'm going to go with the Instagram story over here, and then I'm going to go ahead and select a project or any kind of template, and then I'll show you what I mean, animation combination. So I'll just keep it blank for now. So for example, let me go ahead and select, let's say this as our Instagram story. Okay. Now over here, as you can see, there are a lot of elements over here. So you can go to animate over here, and you will find combinations over here, as you can see. So if I were to click on this, as you can see, if I were to click on this, if I were to click on this, click on this, or if I were to hover on this, as you can see, you can have the combination over here. Now these are the basic animations over here. You have also exaggerate over here as well, but combinations over here are basically animations which come in like single-handedly. Like for example, I select this one, this only, then let's say I give a rise. There you go. And then I select this one, go to animate, I also select rise for that one. So if I were to go ahead and play this from beginning, As you see, only those two got animated, right? So animation combinations are basically the same thing. So as you can see, you have I have basic over here only. So let me go back to my style over here. Go ahead and select this. Then after that, going to animate over here. As you can see, we have the combination. So I'm going to set for animating for both in and out. So if I were to play it now, it's going to come in and come out. So there you go, it came in. There you go, it disappeared out. So that's basically animation combination. And if you were to use animation combination, it will give that edge of look for like a more creative or for more innovative, or how can I say, more appealing towards the eyes if you were to use this. So this is one of those advanced tips. Now I'll just go ahead and move on to our second tip, our next tip. So the next step which I will be sharing with you is attached lines to elements. So to simply show it to you, I'll just go ahead and show it to you so that you can see it in its simplest form. So I'm going to go ahead and remove everything over here. Then once that is done, I'm just going to go to elements over here and just select a square or shape over here. Now let me go ahead and select 3 of this, right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select a line tool, line, and drag and drop it over here. Now once I click on any part over here and try to move it near a square, as you can see, you will see some dots appear. So these dots basically represent the anchor points. So if I were to click on this anchor point now, if I were to move it, as you can see, my box is now combined with this line. So I can also go ahead and move it and place it like that, and then also move this one and place it like this. Now if I were to move any one of this, as you can see, the lines still stay attached. So that's one other advanced tip that normally beginners need to know in order to make things much more simpler for them. For example, if you want to manually create an infographic, you can go ahead and use this way to create some unique effects while you're doing it at the same time. Now on to moving to our second part. The next tip is to basically use Canva colors. So what I mean by Canva colors is to directly go to www.canva.com/color. So that website will have a color schematic for you, or a color tool for you to use. So you have color palette generator, color palette ideas, color wheel, and color meanings. These are the few things that you need to know before going into like color. So as you can see over here, I have opened up the Canva color website, and as you can see, we have it over here. You have color palette generator, color palette ideas, you have color palette wheel, you have color meanings as well. Then a few more other things if you were to go ahead and scroll down. Now another lesson or another tip that I would like to share is the tidy up, but I already showed that in our previous text lesson, where you can go ahead and select multiple objects. You can go to alignment and you can align them accordingly. So there's that as well. So the next thing about colors which I would like you to know about is the color palette generator. This will save you a lot of time. Now what does this do? So as you can see, if you were to upload an image, it's going to scan the image in and take the solid colors from that image. As you can see, this is a preset for this image. Then you have different forms of color palettes as well. So basically you can go ahead and get your own types of designs. Now to show, just give you an example, I'll just try a demo image over here. As you can see, this is an image, and from this image, these 4 colors have been bought out. So now you can work on your project using the colors allocated to you naturally. So that's one way of putting it, and that will be all for this lesson on tips that might help you, and I'll be seeing you in our next lesson.